Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to another live stream from the Rick's Tech Pub. Our weather at the moment isn't looking too great. Um, I'm sure it's not going to be anything where the sirens are going to be going off or anything, but I don't know. Some nasty looking clouds out there. They're not looking pretty. Hello, Tony. Hello, Ski Man. Looks like it's just you two today. I ain't seeing anybody else. Yet. Hey, how you feeling today, Ski Man? Any better, any worse, or about the same? Slightly worse. That's not good to hear. You're not supposed to be slightly worse. You're supposed to be getting better, not worse. Yeah, that's too bad. Things aren't working out right. But you're getting worse. But my fingers are crossed that things get better, and someday you'll be an athlete running a mile. I doubt that'll ever happen. At least I can hope. No more trouble walking. Oh shit. Do they know exactly what's causing that, or are the doctors up there just kind of guessing as to what it could be? They shouldn't be guessing at it. They should give you a different answer, but I understand sometimes doctors don't know, but damn, they should give you more answers than what they're giving you, I think. I think by now they should have a pretty good idea as to what the hell's going on and how to fix it, but because you've been dealing with this kind of crap for how long? And the doctors still ain't telling you anything? I'd go to a different state or a different county or different something to get the answers you need. At least that's what I would do. That's why I went down to the cities, because Brainerd wasn't giving me any answers, and they eventually started telling me, we can't help you with this. That's the my mom said, fine, we'll go down to Fairview. Well, Fairview's got the answer. God, they still need diagnostics. I don't know. I don't know how desperate you are to getting that fixed or whatever, but I don't know if you have other towns, cities, or a different state you can go to, because if they're still looking for answers after this long, um, I'd start looking at other avenues, because if you're having problems walking, that's a serious issue. That's something. Oh, money, yeah. Yeah, if you're not in any kind of health insurance, you're kind of like my friends Jackie and Brett. They have no health insurance, and they really. I think they need to see a doctor. I know Jackie does, because she's had cancer. Um, Brett's got terrible back problems, kind of like I do. He can't. He really shouldn't be lifting anything because of his back. But I see him every day. Every time I'm over there, he's picking up 50, 60 pounds and swinging it up and over his left shoulder and putting it up on something. And they say, Brett, should you be doing that? No, but you can't do it either. It's like, true, but I don't know. Yeah, that sucks. But anyhow, I kind of forgot what I was going to talk about today, because I've gotten into the ski man. I'm kind of worried about his conditions, and sounds like it's starting to go from bad to worse. Um, I don't know. I forgot the. Well, I know one of them was Docker, and the other was something I was wanting to start playing with. I'm wanting to get into coding. but I don't really see anything out there on the internet that starts you off at the very beginning, your first day one of coding. They all kind of jump into the middle, and you're supposed to kind of catch up from there. And no, I need someone to start from the very beginning. And I've asked a few people on YouTube, and they said, yeah, the guy told me, he said everybody on YouTube, they seem to jump to the middle or the end, and they continue from there. Where for beginners, even for the beginners on the YouTube, they're kind of starting off mid stage, and I need to go someone from the very first word of Docker. I don't know. I'll learn eventually. 'Cause I'd like to get into Docker coding. I don't know if I ever will, because there's no one out there that really has correct information about it. They all kind of seem to be skipping around from one thing to another. Yeah, Gethub. Yeah, I was looking at Gethub just before I had to leave real quick to go get my meds. And I'm lucky I got here today on time, because at the last minute, at about 1:45 or 22, the pharmacy called and said, we have meds that you need to pick up. I said, yeah, I've got a live stream. I'm going to just, never mind, I'll be there. So I ran down there, had to go in the bike storage area, had to lift my bike over two other bikes that were in my way. Nobody's considerate about other people's bikes. So everything got moved. You know, there's two bikes, and then there's another bike on the other side up against the wall. And it's not wide enough for me to get my bike in through, so I have to, by the bar, pick it up over my shoulders, kind of pick it up and put it down on the other side, which I'm not supposed to be doing. But that was the quickest way for me to get down there and back, is my bike. You know what, folks? I think it's going to start raining here pretty soon. Yeah, it's going to do something here eventually. I don't know when, but I was looking at a Github page after I got back from the pharmacy. I got back onto the internet looking at Github really quick, and I don't know. I'd like to get into basic coding, because that's one thing I've never done in my life that I'd like to. But everybody's telling me, or a lot of people are telling me, well, at your age, you should have started way back when in the early 90s, because you're kind of too late for it now. Everybody's kind of taking over coding. So I'm not wanting to reproduce what anybody else has got. I'm wanting to do something on my own, and a lot of people on the internet telling me you're too late. And there's no reason at your age to be starting it. You should have started this 30 years ago. All right, then fine. I'll just cross that off the list. Because I don't know where to go to get help for that, because everybody I've talked to about it says, you're too late to the game, buddy. I'm still going to try. I'm going to get somebody out there that... well, that's good. You're getting a discount price on your meds. I don't know. I'm fortunate. I've got good health insurance. I don't even pay co-pays anymore. So it's like they're just handing me medication for free. They got 4 different ways for meds and doctor's appointments to be paid for. So, if one fails, the other one will pick up, and if 2 fail, the other 2 will pick up, or they'll flip-flop between each other and kind of pick up the tabs. I know one of them's picking up the co-pays. I don't even pay co-pays anymore. which is kind of funny. People just hand me a box of medications and tell me I have a good day. It's all taken care of. Like, all right, thank you. And I walk. People are looking at me like, "Was he getting free medication?" Or something? No, his health insurance companies are taking care of it. Well, how many does he got? And that's not by choice. My mom's kind of forcing me to have all of them, which is good. I mean, it's less money out of my pocket. I have had to pay for, the dentist. The dentist kind of drops the ball every once in a while, and they'll send me a bill. And that's about the only one I have problems with, because insurance isn't paying for everything on the dentist. Or the eye doctors is the other thing. They don't pay for anything. They don't pay for the glasses. They don't pay for this. So up here, we've got to pay for everything. Everybody in this county, when they're getting eyeglasses, has to pay out of pocket. My eye exams, when I do eye exams, that's kind of expensive. My health insurance doesn't pay for everything on that. They pay a third of it, and I think I only pay like $30, maybe $40 per visit. Which why they've nailed it down. I only see the eye doctor every 5 years. So, yeah, I can see rain off in the forecast, so we're off in the distance. I can see way, way far away. I can see it's raining out there. And it's working its way towards my building, so probably here in 5-10 minutes, we're going to be in a heavy, nasty downpour because it looks ugly out there. Yeah, it is raining way out there, and it's working its way towards this way. Oh yeah, it's definitely up. It's starting to rain. I can see it way off in the distance. It's starting to walk its way towards this way, and I can see my window is starting to get wet. So another spoiled Friday where we don't get to spend outside because Mother Nature has decided you're all having a good Friday. Well, I'm gonna make it not such a good Friday, and now it's raining. Right. I'm home for the rest of the day, obviously. I was gonna go out scrapping later, but I don't know, maybe later on tonight I can. I'm gonna go out to Northeast and go up and down every single street, every single avenue, and see if there's any curbside stuff sitting around, because I'll take my trailer with me. And just throw in there whatever I find. Especially if they have free on it. I'll pick it up and put it in the trailer. Hello, Jeff Ryman. How are you doing today? Medicare Part D. Yikes! Yikes, 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 Jeff. You're paying over $400 for that? Yeah. I don't even think that would fit in my pocketbook. I think I'd tell them I'd do without. Even with the serious conditions I have. If they told me on part of my Medicare or whatever I have to pay $400 a month, I'm sorry, I'd let it go. Minnesota is one of the more better states for healthcare. They're terrible at everything else, mostly everything else, but healthcare they've got wrapped around the finger pretty good. You can get free healthcare. You can get. Well, first I'll sign you up for every single kind of health insurance you can find, or what they can find. And there's, I think, like 7 or 8 here in Minnesota Central, where I'm at. There's 6 or 7 different companies they can sign you up for. That's the good thing about Minnesota, is they don't slouch on the healthcare. Everything else, though, not so good. Healthcare, though, that they've got that's the one thing I do like about Minnesota, is healthcare is their number one. Free healthcare for everybody in Minnesota has been their logo for the last 40 60 years. I mean, free health care for everybody. And I think everybody, we've got MA up here, medical assistance, Medicaid, Medicaid, yada, 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 yada. There's a whole bunch of them that you can sign up for. That's the good thing about Minnesota. Everything else, given the suggestion. Ouch, 500,000. Yeah, it's a good thing that she had, or one of you two had health insurance that covered that. Hello, Ken. Well, I'm glad you can make it running late or not. I'm glad you're here. And we got another spoiled Friday, Ken. It's raining up here. It just started about 3 minutes ago. I can see the rain way off in the distance. You can tell when it's raining about 3 or 4 miles out. And it was walking its way towards this way. Yeah, now it's raining here. Good Friday just went to shit. Now I'm kind of stuck inside all day. Yay. And I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I'm an outdoors person. I'm not an indoors person. I don't like being inside. I'd rather be outside, but I guess Mother Nature has changed my mind about that. I'm not going outside anymore today. Damn it. And I do have things I have to go get, and this always happens. Every time I have things to do or things I have to go get or pick up and drop off, this is my courier service, which I'm kind of building from scratch all over again because I dropped it for many of years because I had no way of doing it. Now I do. Now I have ways of picking things up and four different, or they can put it in one half of the front trailer, or the second half, or in the back of the trailer, and I'll make sections for who goes to when and where. Which means I have to make up my own kind of paperwork. So when I get to the business or house or whatever, maybe you guys can think about this and let me know later on if there's a sheet that I can make, or actually one that I can go out and get, that would kind of have delivery or pickup, the person's address, person doing the delivering, which obviously would be me. I don't know how that needs to be worked out. I asked Jackie about it, how we do the paperwork on that. She says, I have no idea. I'm not in the courier service. She does do deliveries, but she doesn't have any paperwork for it. I said, technically you're supposed to. Yeah, she says, I know I'm supposed to, but she takes it on faith that the other people won't turn her in for not having the proper paperwork with her in her back pocket. Because I know some people, they'll ask you for it. I'll say, well, you got the paperwork to do deliveries? Like, yep, it's right here. So you can pull it out of my back pocket. It says right here. Actually, I have it on a clipboard. I have all the information there. I just hand it to them. But I got to get a clipboard first. Clipboard. Clipboard. And my tongue got twisted. So I don't know how to do all that kind of stuff, but it's starting to become requested. People are saying, where's your paperwork to legally do this? I got to make it. Say, well, next time you come back here, you better have your paperwork. Say, yeah. So yeah, just like truck drivers or something, people that are doing deliveries and things like that, I've got to have paperwork with me, so that it's all proper and legal. I have a feeling that one lady was wanting to turn me in for illegal services. My office weekend. Oh, it's going to RM. Never mind. Hey, Robert. Okay, now I know what the question was asked. I'm not keeping up with chat because I'm flapping my lips instead. What's this Las Vegas being first? I don't know. Was Jeff first? Yeah, totally was. I was first from Las Vegas. Yeah, if he's the only one from Las Vegas, I guess he'd be the first one from Las Vegas. I'd like to pick up another few people from that area, Las Vegas. Hopefully somebody from that state's watching this. By the way, everybody watching this live stream today, if you see any interest or wanting to become interested in joining my live stream, all you gotta do is show up. Like and subscribe, you know, the normal jibber jabbers that I'm not gonna repeat because everybody on YouTube says it. Like, comment, and subscribe. There, I said it. And I will not be saying that again because everybody on YouTube says it, and I'm trying to be different from everybody on YouTube. I think Terry even reminds you to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't want to get into that. You guys know how to work YouTube. You know what to do if you want to be on my channel, my live streams. Subscribe is all you gotta do. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. But I'm not gonna beg either, so that's the only time and the last time I'm ever gonna say that. You guys know what to do if you want to be on my live streams. I don't know, I'm still trying to get things wrapped up, but that was a quick rain. It's not raining now, so I don't know. It might clear up later on. It might clear up. It's not raining now, and I can always tell. I look at the bridge. The bridge changes colors when it's raining. It goes from a light cement color to a dark. You can tell when it's getting rain. And if I look hard enough, I can see the rain coming down, but most of the time I can't see it, so I have to look at the bridge to see if it's raining. And it's not even wet, so whatever is out there, it hasn't fallen yet. And I know the people wanting to do the social service, the other end of social services parking lot, they're wanting to tar that today. The last thing they're wanting is rain. But looks like that's exactly what it's starting to do. I gotta go over to my... There it is, starting late again, damn it. This YouTube studio, where it starts showing the live stream, doesn't show it until I go back to my studio. Then that little turning circle disappears and now I can see myself. It's a black screen before then. I don't know why YouTube's doing that in the studio. Am I using the GoPro camera? No. I don't know how to hook it up to the GoPro, and with my internet as screwed up as it is, I don't know if it would work. Because you need to find the IP address. And the last IP address I tried putting into a GoPro, it never worked. I could never get it to work. I know you guys would probably get a clearer picture on the GoPro, but I could never get it to work. And I've had Nate down here for a while, and I've had Joe and the other guys looking at it, and they said, Ricky, you've got all this equipment, none of it works. Your GoPros don't work. Your computers really are not working like they're supposed to. And you've just got one hodgepodge of a mess. Yeah, I know I do. But there really ain't no one out there that really knows how to fix my system, because I don't even know how to fix it. I know how to build computers, that's all I know how to do. Software related stuff or anything after that, I'll leave that to somebody else. They can figure it out. I was selling computer parts yesterday. So I put a notice out to my next door. that I've got so much memory. I've got a few hard drives, and I got a few NVMe's. I got a few solid states. It's all gone except for one. There's one hard drive. I let that guy have it for like $10. I've still got a whole mess of them to get rid of, and they're so old. You know, they're like over 10, 12. They're really old. 2002 to 2009 is the range. So yeah, they need to be retired. And I sold a few that are from 2021, but the guy looked for the date on it, and they said, "Yeah, these are almost too old to sell." The guy, no, that's why I'm getting rid of them now. When I've got all these other ones from the 90s and the early 2000s, I can't get rid of. Heck, Bob over in Baxter, he don't even want them. Said, "No, you can keep those hard drives." Well, I can't throw them in the garbage. Well, I don't know who you're going to give them to. I don't want them. And I'm not going to mail them. They're too heavy. So I know some of you are probably asking, well, can you send me one? No. Not at the postage rates up here. Not as expensive as they are. As they would charge me an arm and a leg just to get it out of the Brainerd post office and send it on its way to wherever it's going. And I'm not going to pay that price. Like 60 some dollars. I didn't know. They'd nail it down to like $5 just to ship the thing out of Brainerd. I would do it. But no, they're wanting 60 some now. And they're wondering why people are all going down south to like Little Falls to mail packages. Because the guy that's running our post office up here is just wanting money. Well, give me a lot of money first and we'll mail this off today. Like, I don't got no cash on me. But it's going to sit here for 4 or 5 days. It can't sit here for 4 or 5 days. It's got to be in California on this date. So it ain't going to get... I guess we can send you off first class. They pay for the first class shipping and off it goes. Yeah, our postman up here, he's an asshole. I really don't like him because I've had many of arguments with him just to get a box, so big, weighs about 8 pounds or 6, 7 pounds, and you have to go to UPS store to bid. No, you can mail it. They sent me back here to mail it. They won't take it. Well, then he called UPS and yelled at them and called them a bunch of horrible names and said, "Yeah, I guess we gotta mail a damn thing." I don't like our postman. I need to quit complaining because I'll get mad and then I'll go down there and tell him what I think of the guy. He's just... And he's supposed to go by federal race and federal everett, but he doesn't. He makes it all up in his head. Someday I'm going to get the number to turn him into the feds and then get him out of there and get the next person that's supposed to do things legally correct. This guy's just wanting money for the post office. He said, "Gee, everybody expects free delivery on mail. Free delivery on this. That's not fair to us because we need money too." "No, you don't. You get your money from me." He said, yeah, everybody thinks that. No, that's the way it is. I asked. He hasn't talked, because I proved him wrong. He hasn't talked to me since. I usually see him when I go to the post office to mail things, but he just looks at me and just sticks his nose up into me and walks back into his office and slams the door. Like I said, not too many people like him. He's the bear. But then so is everybody around here. I mean, I know people are desperate for money, but good grief. I need to turn up my gain a little bit on the mic. Now I need to turn it down. Now I'm still in the green. It's not helping any. Oh well, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to break it. So if I start messing with things, it'll break on me and then nothing will work. Hey, Darren. Well, you don't need to stop chatting because Dennis is here, or Darren is here. Dennis. don't get Dennis in the brain because I just saw Dennis. One of the guys that lives in my building, and I was talking to him. Yeah, I'm talking to him before I came up here earlier. Him and his fiance or girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, are thinking about moving out. Oh, speaking of a Good Friday here, well, for somebody it wasn't because we had four, 4 cop cars here. 2 unmarked and 2 regular squad cars. Boy, somebody must have pulled something off like that because we don't get that many cops all at once. We usually get 1 or we get 2, not 4. I looked out the balcony when I left earlier because I was waiting for the elevator, so I looked out over the balcony. I looked down like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit! What the hell's going on? Something bad must have happened. I don't know. I guess it involves that gal that owns the pit bull. I know there was something about her. I guess. I don't know. I'll find out later on today what it was about. Someone will tell me. But yeah, that's the first time in a long time I've seen 4 cop cars here. But it is Friday. The office is closed. So naturally, people are going to do their shenanigans because the office is closed. And they say they have no one monitoring, no one's watching them, so this is what happens on Fridays. There goes my phone again. Notifications. I only said it one time. Hello, BH Ringer. How's your day going? You doing alright? My day is going alright, even though now I'm stuck inside because the weather has decided to turn ugly. I don't like the color of that cloud. It's really, really dark gray. I don't like I don't like the clouds when they're that color. That usually means. And the wind is starting to pick up. Maybe I should take a look at our weather. I think that's what I should do because I don't like what I'm seeing at all. So give me just a second, guys. Yeah, the wind is starting to pick up. It's starting to turn ugly. 85 degrees. Yeah, well, tell me the right though. A shower in spots late this afternoon, followed by a couple of thunderstorms this afternoon. Thunderstorms can bring hail, damaging winds, high of 86. And then for tonight, periods of rain and thunderstorms, low of 61. I'm sorry, but that's starting to look. Rain and thunderstorm for at least 60 minutes. Minute cast. Rain and thunderstorm for at least 60 minutes. I hope it don't get too terribly bad because, yeah, dang it. Well, that's our weather, I guess. We're supposed to have, looking ahead, watch for heavy thunderstorms Sunday afternoon. They're talking about this. Today is Friday, and they're talking about Sunday already. Today, thunderstorm or 2. Saturday, hazy sun and less humid, thank goodness. Sunday, gusty T-storms in the PM. Then Tuesday, shower and thunderstorms. Rain and occasional rain. Morning rain shower on Friday. Showers on the morning on next Saturday. And then next Sunday, the 20th, is plenty of sunshine and clear. So that's our weekly forecast. In a nutshell. It's going to be good. Get perts. And then other times it's going to be. Oh, I got to get a haircut. I've got to. But just to get my hair shaved, get this all shaved off, it's gonna cost me at least $30 just for him to go. It's 28 something plus tax. That thing. I'll find someone with clippers and I'll have them do it for free because I ain't paying $27 for just a 2-minute thing. Just shave the sides off. It cost me no more than $5. Take you a couple of minutes. No, $28 and something. I ain't paying it. I'll find someone lucky. Wait a minute. There. I was wondering why I was looking. I looked in my thing here. What the webcam was seeing, and I was like, why is it so dark? Oh, the overhead light is on. Yeah, I forgot about it. I was wondering, why is it so dark in here? This light is... Oh, that light's not on. Like I said, I still gotta get proper lighting up here, but... Again, nobody's told me what kind of lights to get, where to get them, and why. Yeah, it could get interesting here with the weather in a few minutes. That dark gray cloud it's growing in size. It's also just kind of slowly moving over us. So, hey, Wintermute. Glad you can make it today. Oh my God, you had wind gusts over 70 miles an hour skis. Well, you hear that? That's our wind picking up to about... Yeah, it's gonna get interesting here. Hope you're having better weather than we are, Wintermute. Because at the moment, the wind is starting to get really ugly. And now I hear the rain. I'm going to try to ignore what I'm hearing outside and just pay attention to you guys, because I'm done looking out the window. I don't want to see it. There. Now I can't look out the window anymore. I close the blinds. Because I don't want to see what's going to hit us. Oh, camera, why'd you go out of focus? Uh-oh. What happened? It really out of focus. What the I don't know what happened, guys. It just went suddenly out of focus. And it's not correcting. Alright, fine. I'll do it the hard way. Go to Logi and see if I can correct it there. Not available. Really. I'm not going to update now. You can remind me later. Here's Zoom. Zoom's not working. Image adjustments. See if I can autofocus. And there we go. Turn the autofocus on, turn it back off. And everything's good in the world. For now. I seem to have fixed the issue. hate it when things just go wonky like that. And it gives you no explanation. It went out of focus because it just went out of focus. It didn't tell me why. Now I know why people don't use autofocus. Holy shit. Yeah, I think I'm stuck inside for the rest of the day. Unless this blows over and later on tonight I can get out and you do my curb shopping then. But I ain't gonna go out right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, it ain't pretty. Why is it on my live streams I have bad weather? Not all of them. The other live streams I've had the rest of this week have been good, but not today. Hey, the Bronx. How you doing? What? No, sirens aren't going off, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do go off. I didn't think it was going to get this bad. I thought they were just talking about light rain showers. This ain't light. Look, this is not light rain showers. This is rain coming down as hard as hell. But no, I don't think the sirens will go off. It wasn't predicting it to be that bad. Just a little bit of wind and rain. And I hope ends rather quickly. But no, I don't think the sirens are going to go off today. At least I hope they don't. So, a little catch up on yesterday's news about this 25H2. I don't know. I guess it's a matter of opinion out there. I got my butt chewed yesterday from a bunch of people for saying that people shouldn't. In my opinion, you shouldn't really go to 25H2. I think you have to go to the insiders to get that. And to be honest with you, being that that's, in my opinion, still in the oven, I'd stay away from it. But you can do what you want. I'm just kind of telling you what I would do is just... No. I don't think that's even near ready to be played with yet. So I don't know why BrightTech09 is saying that you can go get 25H2. But Wintermute, am I right about that? Where there's 25H2 with BrightTech saying you can go, isn't that through the insiders? I'd imagine it would be. I don't think it's out to the general public for 25H2. And blurry again. That may be happening quite often. I'm not sure why. Not sure why the... Now I'll see if I can adjust my own focus. There. I think that'll take care of it. I'm going to keep that screen open. No, I can't because I can't see chat. Fine. I'll have to close it. But I took it off autofocus. Obviously, the autofocus was trying to focus on something and it couldn't. I think it's when I got up fast moving, because these webcams are only 30 frames per second. I think I moved faster than they could keep up with, so it went blurry. So I turned off autofocus. Now I see why everybody that does YouTube turns off their autofocus. Now I see exactly why they do that. Is the autofocus just don't work. So I put it back over on the manual. I'll adjust it if I need to. Yep, better again. Yep, I took it off autofocus. Now I see why people are doing that. It all makes sense now. Take it off autofocus if you don't want to have problems. I never understood why. Now I think I do. Because the autofocus, when you moving, like I did, I got up off the chair and looked out the window. It couldn't keep up with that kind of movement, so instead of attempting to try to keep up with it, it just went blurry. Which is a common problem with webcams. They don't like fast movement, so if I get up really quick and then sit down, or if I move my hands really quick, I mean faster than what I am now, it'll just freak out and it'll just go blurry. As other YouTubers I've watched have told me that the main reason, because someone in comments at one point had asked him why he'd made the comment that he keeps his on manual focus instead of auto. Well, somebody asked him, why do you do that? So he reviewed it, he put it on autofocus, moved his hands really quick, got up, sat down, and sure enough, his went blurry. And he said the only way to correct that is take autofocus off. I guess that other guy replied to him, and all he said was, oh. He got more of an oh out of me. I understood why he said, and I told him, I said, that was a good tip for people to know, because obviously it's a problem. I hadn't had the problem yet until today. But I usually don't get out of my chair in the live stream. I'm just wanting to see what the weather is outside, and it's not pretty. Yeah. I know who you're reminding me of. That's funny. I've never had that problem. Well, that kid irritates me for some reason. He expects everybody to be like him, not have any problems. Well, we're not all like you. We're not all picture perfect. Even though we all know he's not picture perfect. That kid's he's got more problems than you can shake a stick at. And I showed a picture of the nightly chat, the Zoom that I have at night. I captured one of those pictures where it shows everybody in chat, and the first two people she pointed out is, who's that and who's that? Well, that one up there, that's Josh. And the other guy you're pointed at that's Alex. She kind of suddenly shut up when I told them they have their physical problems and why. She says, oh, okay, I guess to her it's more evident with Alex than it is with Josh. Because at least Josh can walk. That's what she says. I didn't say it. My mom can be a little bit rude on that kind of thing. So I said, okay, enough, and I closed it, and I just don't talk to her about it anymore. And it was just kind of funny that she pointed out Josh, she pointed out Alex. She didn't point out to anybody else, like, who's that and who's that? I said, that's Josh and that's Alex. Who are the other people? We're not going to get into that discussion. So she dropped it. She's never talked about it since. And that's because I really don't want her to know. Sounds like it's starting to let up outside. The rain hitting my outside grill of the air conditioner. It's not, yeah, the rain's slowing down. Just a little bit of a trickle outside now. Which is good. Sounds like the wind calmed down. I don't hear the wind through the air conditioner anymore. You know, about 2 weeks ago, or about a week, a little over a week ago, it was so doggone windy that as heavy as my air conditioner is, I thought it was going to push the whole air conditioner forward. It was that windy. I think it was getting up to 60, maybe 62 mile an hour wind gusts, or 50 maybe, I don't know, but I don't like it when the wind gets that strong, the wind gusts. That's why I was standing in front of my air conditioner, because if it did get pushed forward, I was gonna push it back, and we would have gotten in that fight. It moves forward, I push it back, and it moves forward. But it didn't. So I just stood there for about 5 minutes, and I said, I think it'll be okay. I went back to bed. But it got me out of bed because I was worried about my air conditioner. I mean, it's heavy, but yet that wind was getting really bad, and I thought I was gonna get bad enough where I would have just kind of went, no, I'm gonna push you back in there, but it never has. So I think it's heavy enough and it's big enough. I don't think it'll go anywhere. That wind that night, it kind of had me wondering if I was gonna have to come up with a different way of securing my air conditioner so it wouldn't fly out of the sleeve it's sitting in. And I normally don't get worried like that unless it gets that windy. That night, it was really getting bad. I'm sure we were pushing 65, 67 mile an hour wind gusts. That's why I was standing in front of my air conditioner, because I didn't want it to go anywhere. Even though it didn't. But it did cross my mind that I got out of bed because I thought, that air conditioner. And I thought, nope, I got out of bed and came over here and just sat here in my chair thinking, that thing's going to come flying at me. It didn't move. Oh, there's thunder. Yeah, we're in the middle of a thunderstorm. So if I suddenly disappear, because the electricity went off. Oh. John Williams. The price is right. Yeah, price is right. Don't cost you anything. Don't cost anything to hit that like button, folks. I know on some YouTube channels out there, they're more interested in people hitting the like button than subscribers. I'm the opposite of that. I'd rather have the subscribers and the likes, but for right now, I'm just trying to get the subscribers, and then we'll worry about the likes later. But for now, if you'd like to hit that like button, just so that YouTube recognizes you people watching this live stream. I think one of the ways they do that is if you hit the like button. They kind of told me to like this video. Or if you don't, then don't. But I don't know. Do me a favor, I'll do you a favor. That's how it works. At least in my world it does. You help me, I'll help you. That wasn't a flicker of my electricity, was it? I hope not. Well, it's 2:54. I'm not going to be here that much longer anyhow. As a matter of fact, talking about that, I don't know if I'm going to have a live stream tomorrow or not, because there's plenty of other YouTubers that I know they're going to be having live streams tomorrow. One of them being, and I don't know, I haven't checked out on the damn phone. I'll check on it later to see if I'll see if like Doug Betts and a few other people that I regularly follow are having live streams tomorrow. If not, because Doug is going to overtake my time, because he starts at 1 o'clock. I start at 2. Well, by the time, yeah, I'll probably take the day off tomorrow. I don't know if Doug's having a show tomorrow. There's a few other people that I don't want to get in their way. They're usually here on Saturdays, so they're not here, but they're on YouTube doing their live streams, and there's maybe one or two people I want to watch on Saturdays myself. So yeah, I'll probably take the day off tomorrow. Let some other people do their live streams and get into their chat, and we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, I think tomorrow I'll take off. I might have an upload or a live stream Sunday. More than likely, it'll be a live stream on a Sunday. Let's see, what is Sunday's date? 13th. I probably have my next live stream on the 13th at 2 o'clock Central Time. How are your watch hours doing? I have not checked on that, Wintermute. I haven't really been keeping up on that kind of stuff. I know I probably should. But watch hours, yeah, I'll check on that after the live stream. I'll probably finally go to my analytics or whatever you call it and kind of start writing down some numbers. I think my watch hours have been doing pretty good, even though I think I'm getting the same people on my live streams. Yes, are you still here? Did you even show up today? I thought I saw you. No, he didn't. I don't see him. Dang it. I thought he was here. Must have been a figment of my imagination. Yeah, don't be a beta tester. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. That's what I've been telling everybody on YouTube, to stay away from it for now for 25H2. There's no reason that we need to even be thinking about 25H2. We need to get people onto Windows 11 first. Even though I think by the time the majority of people get on Windows 11, I think we're going to be looking at 25H2. By the time, even though I'm hearing, I think we kind of did a role reversal, because it used to, what Brightech was saying and a few other people were saying is there's more people using Windows 10 than 11, and all of a sudden within the last 2 days I'm now seeing more people on Windows 11 than 10. And another video that I didn't bother watching because I thought it was kind of stupid. Or was that something I was reading? Microsoft admits that Windows 11 is losing. I think that was just somebody making something up, because I don't think Microsoft would admit either way of operating system losing. The majority of people out there are still on Windows 10, but it looks like they're finally climbing up and over the hill, and now they're starting to go to Windows 11. I'm fine with either. I don't get pushy about it. If you want to use Windows 10, use the Windows 10, but after a certain amount of time, when October starts getting closer, you probably should think about moving over to Windows 11. Windows 11 is not as bad as people think it is. It's not that bad. I've got this to move over to Windows 11. I'm still on Windows 10 on this thing, but Windows 11 is not that bad. It's self-healing, self-repairing. Pretty much the easy problems it can fix on its own through a Windows update, or Microsoft gets into your computer itself and they kind of jiggle things around and fix things. I don't know if it's necessarily Microsoft. Maybe it's just the updates they stick to. I I haven't really kept up on that part of it. But I think that's why Windows 11 now is so stable. Is because Microsoft has got the bugs, the major bugs worked out. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. And I think Windows 11 will continue to improve. It'll get better. But now we got 25H2 to look at later on. So that being all said, and me running out of words, and now I'm starting to sound stupid, I think I'm going to get on here. I thank each and every one of you personally at a personal level. I thank you for being here, watching me. These live streams are something still for me to kind of get used to. It's either that or go back to talking to a camera, which I'll talk about in my next live stream. Talk about that kind of stuff. The live streaming, the uploading videos. And the one thing I think everybody in America and the entire world needs to get used to. I know it's kind of hard. You got to get used to talking to a camera. I know some people just frown on it, but really, you shouldn't. Just treat it as another friend that you're talking to. As Rob the Maritimer says, talk to that webcam or talk to that camera as if you're talking to your friend. And I think you'll find out that your stutters, your mistakes, your whatever, the problem you're thinking you're having, once you get over that hill of treating that camera or GoPro or webcam, whatever you're looking at, treat it as you're looking at your friend, and things will go a lot better. So with that, guys, I'm going to shut it down for today. Again, thank you for being here. It's been enjoyable. It's been fun. And I hope we can do more of us. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you all later. You all have a great day, and bye for now. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. See you later.